Time for some damn reaction.
Ball suckers.
Gilbert Arenas and the crew is back at it. Paul George got caught up with that. Some things, and they going crazy.
We all seen it, right? You've been watching, right?
Wow.
And the motherfucker out there doing windmills and 360s, bro. You can't do that, man. You just can't do that. Everybody's watching. We watching the little layups, and then all of a sudden, you boom, 360 windmill dunking. All right.
Come on, man.
Why not?
Why not?
Like,
mental health. It's mental health.
Listen, I can tell you too.
Nigga 41 out there doing some other shit. Why we ain't testing him?
They do.
$50 million on his body.
He do.
What's up with Paul? Paul can't do it, but he can't.
No. You just can't get caught. That's the thing. I'm just saying this. I believe him when he say this was mental health medicine. Because I do believe if I can't do the shit I want to do because of my body, my mental is messed up.
Y'all take that shit.
And whatever I gotta take to get me to do 360 reverse dunks helps my mental.
Amen.
God damn it, let's go.
Right now.
I don't know what the name of it is, but I can tell you this right now. Mentally, I'm not right. But if you give me something that's gonna make me a little strong, a little bit jumper, goddamn it, I'm gonna be happy.
I feel it is number one.
Mental health is a thing that
it's a drug.
I can't knock him for trying to play. That's what I can't do. I can't knock a person for whatever trying to play the game at a high level.
But it's improper medication.
Cool.
Get weed. They don't test for it.
That's
A proper medication.
First of all, you've never seen anybody get suspended for weed.
But
25 games.
So you don't get suspended for 25.
I understand there's alternatives.
When I played,
I was in the drug program.
yeah, when I played,
When
I played, this was the rule. If you wasn't
all 4 years.
If you wasn't in a program,
came back there.
this is it. Oops. Yeah.
I think I'm still in the program. I think I'm still in the program.
They all wilding. I was in the drug program for what, Brandon Jennings? I don't even want to know. You look like you be. Oh boy. Everybody's making this because at first we heard it, we were like, what? And the prescription P. Joes came out. Hey, listen, man, I ain't make it up. It's already out there, so it's in the algorithm. Oh boy. What? Remember, Kobe went to Germany to get that blood spun in his knee because it wasn't legal here. Is it okay to do whatever you got to do to get on that court and Barry Bonds this bitch? Especially when the gang has been floating around doing 360 windmill dunks. Yo, they all bucking all ball.
Listen, man. That's why I said test everybody. These niggas is playing 19, 20. Like, Curry still shooting that thing from half. Test everybody. But for me, it's sad to see, like, former players that played this game joking and playing around when we know what the real excuse is. These niggas is lazy. Get in the gym. Work out. If you still want to be great, if you still want to play, work out. Do it the correct way. I watch Russell Westbrook. Bruh, he ain't getting injured. He playing at a high level. Right. I'm just saying. At least
I'm just saying.
On. At least you see him working out. Listen, I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is at least you see him working out. When the last time you seen any of these niggas working out, lifting weights, doing any type of workout, any type of anything? So for me, Paul George told on himself a couple years ago when he said, yo, we don't even practice. Huh? So how are you? Listen, man, this is like the saddest generation ever, man. So when these guys say they the most talented, they the most that, we see why now. Yeah, niggas is shooting that thing. Who wouldn't be talented? Yeah, I'm just saying. You niggas playing 19, 20. Listen, man, at the end of the day, stop being lazy. And work out. Work out. Like I said, Kenya Martin said it, alluding to how everybody keep getting injured, can't stay healthy. You niggas ain't lifting no weights. You niggas ain't doing nothing. You niggas doing Pilates and becoming vegan. Listen, work out. But Paul George, He's an idiot, been an idiot. He's probably one of the most disappointing superstars. Probably, he's in that if you talk about top 10, he's right there because people really thought he had the skill set to be one of the greats. To be 6'8", 6'9", and to be able to be a two-way player, be great both ends of the floor, and just to flame out like this, it's sad, man. So, he's an idiot. Them niggas up there, Gilbert Arenas, idiots. Because they always joking and playing. I don't hear nobody with a solution. He's supposed to be one of your brothers. So for me, I'd have suspended his ass indefinite. Send a message. 25 games. Nah, nigga, you out of here. Take us to court. Beat us in court.
Flea or Ball said Paul George told on himself. And I thought he was referring to this.
Drugs help me.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's real? I never seen that. Flea, that's real?
I don't know. I've never seen. I saw that just like you for the first
Fabian,
time.
that's real?
Yes.
What's the context behind that?
They were asking him how to help Joel Embiid. He said Paul George when asked to give Joel Embiid advice on handling
Where'd
injuries.
that come from? Where did we find that?
It was on Twitter immediately after the news came out. They quote tweeted like, "Yo, remember this from last year?"
Yo, Flea, they are not only Flea. These niggas are not only the most athletic or the most whatever. These niggas is the dumbest generation ever, bro.
That's terrible. That's bad just to have out there.
Yo, man.
I don't know, man. I'll be conflicted with shit like this because of the times we live in and how people start weaponizing like certain words and shit to skirt around things, right? If you was taking PEDs, right, just be a man and say I fucked up and I did some dumb shit and I got caught and I gotta own it. But then when you start tying mental health into it and saying that the things that I was taking was for mental health, that's where me, not anybody else. I can't speak for anybody else. I'm talking about me. I start getting conflicted with that shit because in one hand, I'm gonna be honest. I care about that shit. I care about mental health. I'm out in Fabian right now. I go back and forth with him all the time because he always be kicking niggas in the back about their struggles with mental health. Yes, I'm telling on Fabian right now. We have this argument all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with these niggas. Ain't nothing wrong with them. I'm like, bro, there be something wrong with people sometimes. It's okay. But if that's really not the case and Gil is right and you just playing like dog shit, well, like work on your game. Get better. Get to it. You can't go out there and cheat. I'm not with cheating, right? If you're that great, be great. We talked about you as, one of the best players at your position for a very long time. So for me, yes, I get conflicted when niggas start talking about, it's with mental health. Okay, so if it is with your mental health, then I do have empathy and compassion for that. But don't knock me over the head and try to front and say it is when it's not. And that's when shit gets dicey. Because people do that. People do that. We in a day and age where that word and that term is so sensitive, and you have to be alert when somebody does start talking like that. People do weaponize it, and they do use it to victimize themselves. So I'm just conflicted with it. At the end of the day, Paul George, stop taking PEDs, man.
Hey, Flea, I'm not laughing. Flea, read what LB So Wavy said. That's why I'm laughing.
He said, where is the drug that has mental health that helps you be happy?
Yo, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
I think especially in this day and age, in this era, we already experienced the whole baseball PED thing where it was blatant. And in football, we always knew that they kind of took it, and they always went back and forth. Strahan was saying there's no room in football for. I forgot the Chargers linebacker, Merriman, Sean Merriman, got caught up a couple of times with it. And he was like, man, ain't no room for that in this league or in professional sports in general. And it's a conflict because at what point do you consider it, just you being early on something? Because a lot of things steroids is actually something that's supposed to help you rebuild. That's it. When you tear your muscles up and they give you steroids to rebuild. And at some point when you abuse it, that's when it becomes too crazy, because you see if it does help you do 360 windmills, a lot of it has to do with recovery. So at what point in the future are we going to consider it something that's not just they're gonna treat it like a vitamin? They are athletes at the end of the day. They sign up. We got $50 million a year. I think the mental health thing that I always say, Flea, when I'm talking about that is, yeah, the great ones that we hold up to a mantle, a lot of them probably went through a mental struggles and battles with their mental health, but they figured it out. That's why it's like when you come and you're showing the public and you're giving into it, those are things that you ain't the first person that ever lived on planet Earth. So mental health issues have been around from the beginning of time, I believe. And it's up to us now, where we have all these avenues to really process and try to figure out what's going on. You may not ever figure out what's going on. That's why I like Michael Beasley being so honest, because today he's recognizing like, yo, I fucked up big time. But remember, I was 19, 20 years old. What kind of mental health conversations can you have with a 19, 20-year-old who's worth $100 million? We know how that is. So Paul George doing this at this age is the crazy part. Bro, you are not no rookie. What are you talking about? You gotta be careful what you say. That's why you shouldn't have a podcast. It's a lot of mishaps that you're doing for a guy that's this old. You are not a number one option. You haven't been in years, over a decade since Indy, and you never lived up to it. So you give into certain things. I'm not really gonna show you empathy. When we first heard about it, it's like mental health. Come on, bro. Like you said, Flea, now you can use that as a shield and try to deflect from everybody trying to go at you. But you see, that's why I like this segment, to be honest, AllBall, because they seen right through it. Fuck you talking about? They laughed at it. What you mean? Yeah, mental health is I can't get back on the court. If this thing's gonna help me get back on the court, I'm gonna feel so much better. Of course, it'll help you with your recovery. I'd imagine everybody feels better when you work out. So imagine you get to work out and have some of that shit. Give me some of that. I need some of that. Where do you guys be buying this stuff at? Can you please tell me so I can tell my doctor, Flea?
Yeah, but I mean, you have the anomalies out there. You have the one-offs, right? Junior Seau had a whole career. Wound up killing himself, right? There was something mentally going on, right? Whether he was ready to talk about it or not, this whole CCE, all that type of shit. But mental health was a part of the issue and why he took his own life. So what I'm saying is that we, like, people could play with it all they want when they feel like it. But there are times where you sit down and it hits you in your face. And you're like, damn. And then there's going to be more times, right? And then you're going to sit there and be like, damn, I should have, or I could have looked at it like this, or, rest in peace. But, have some empathy for the fact that, yeah, shit, people do deal with this type of shit. Now, running from your obligation as a professional athlete, I don't agree with attaching your mental health to that, because everybody is dealing. We talk about Ben Simmons. I promise you, down the line, there's going to be conversation of it was his mental health as opposed to injuries. I would hate that, to be honest. Like, keep it a buck. You didn't live up to your potential. You didn't have the career you were supposed to have, but don't attach it now to I just couldn't handle it. Like, so for me,
that has always been my issue with when they bring that up. It's not about that it's not real. It is real, but to me, even giving into the crowd too much, put the phone away. There's a lot of things that prevent these triggers from happening that are a part of being a professional in this day and age, more so than ever. And football's a different conversation because that's a different level of mental health. That's a physical, you're getting knocked out. That's just different. Basketball, they ain't got to worry about all that. But I think there is a certain level of pressure to perform in front of a crowd. It's gonna feel, you're supposed to be anxious. That's what makes the game the game. That's why we call you clutch. That's why we say that you have a killer instinct. You're cold-blooded. Doesn't matter what the situation is, I'm gonna perform. And that's why we give those players their kudos. And unfortunately, if you can't perform, it might be performance anxiety issues, and that's the reason why. But to flat out give in, and you want my empathy for it, all right, as a human, I'll give it to you. But don't be mad when I can't mention you with the other guys that were able to circumvent and supersede all these mental health, anxious, anxiety issues. That's my thing with it, Flea. Like, don't try to win us over with this stuff. Like, dog, these guys have been through a lot of shit too, and they were just cold about it. It is what it is.
Mike retired.
Right.
Mike said, I can't handle it.
Right.
Mike retired. Said, I can't handle it.
Right.
Ran from it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here. He ain't played.
And he came
he
back.
Played through it.
He came back and won 3 of them things.
Good.
Cold
Good.
blooded.
He better. He
Cold
better.
blooded.
Ran and played baseball.
Oh boy, here we go
Ran
again.
and played baseball.
Here we go again. He's going off comparing.
Shook.
He's going off comparing podcast PEDP as they call them in the chat. To the GOAT. To the GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT. He came back and did it again. That's why.
Nigga, Paul George lying like a motherfucker, man. Fuck out of here. You got a podcast. Why you didn't explain all the mental health you was going through on there? That nigga lying. He got caught and he figured that's how, Flea, we all know in today's era, a lot of words people are using, right, to basically, to we know what's going on, right? And that's nothing to take lightly. Paul George is full of shit. Sorry. Years ago, he's already told you, I don't give a fuck. James Harden just told you, I don't give a fuck. These players are telling us in our face, pause, I don't care about the game. I'm not working out. I'm not practicing. If I got to shoot this thing to stay on the court, because these niggas want that money. These niggas want that 30, 40, 50 million. But they don't want to put the work in no more. So Paul Pierce is full of shit. That's why, listen, somebody got to make a stand. I'm suspending niggas for a whole. Listen, you can't even come back in the league. Fight us in court. You got to scare these niggas. Listen, I'm just, because Flea, think about it. All right, he lose 12 million. He out 25 games. Somebody's going to sign him again. Make that 12 million right back. There ain't no consequences. It's none. These niggas running around doing what they want. They don't have, think about it. They ain't winning MVPs. They ain't playing at the best level. They ain't competing for championships. These niggas is just showing up and getting 20 to 40, 50 million dollars. Let's be for real.
It's a fact.
And he's the catalyst of that. These niggas is stealing.
That's why I say to you all the time. Like, this
Fuck out of
superstar
here.
word.
You bum ass niggas.
This superstar word we throw around. There
Hold
ain't
on.
a bunch in the league. There's not a bunch of superstars in the league.
But what's more embarrassing is you niggas are shooting dope and you still ain't the best in the league. At least when Barry Bonds did, allegedly, he was the GOAT. How you niggas are cheating and still trash? Come on, man. That's why, indefinitely. That's what I'd have told him if I'm the nigga that's running this. You know why I'm suspending you forever? Why? Because you cheated and you still trash. How you shooting dope and Philly still ain't a championship contention team? Man, these niggas idiots, man. Get these niggas out of here. That's what I told you. Get these old niggas out of here. They in the way. The game is all right. These young niggas got it under wraps. SGA, Wimby, Brunson, Ant-Man, Joker, Booker. Niggas is all right. You old niggas get out of here. Y'all making shit hot. Cheating is still trash. Get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, nigga.
Well,
Then he know how to cash them checks.
It's a fact.
He don't need medicine for that.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.